We are live. Diesel Core, welcome to our August 2020 team call. It's insane. We are on chapter 8 of 2020. This year feels like, well, there was a while there that like March felt like 3,000 years long, right? And then all of a sudden it's like we close our eyes, open our eyes, and we are here now in August. So much is happening. Our team is thriving. We are making moves. I got to tell you guys, I know I come on here once a month. We have this team call, right? This, by the way, if you're a brand new coach on a team, this is the team call once a month where it's about celebrating. It's about celebrating, looking back at all the hard work from the month before, celebrating all the coaches that crossed off goals, right? We also talk about what's happening in the team, what's hot, what's working. We are a team that shares it all. There's no secrets here. We're definitely not one that, you know, a team where we're just working on our own business, off on our own island and separate from each other. No, we know that together we are better. And we are constantly sharing best practices, sharing what's working, sharing how we can collaborate as a team, how we can create movements as a team so that we can get out there and help people through health and fitness. So you're a part of a team that does this once a month where we make sure we're in front of each other. We're talking about all the things. We're celebrating all the things. And we are, you know, just trucking along, right? Trucking along to what is panning out to be the biggest year of our entire team's history, guys. And I know I come on here every month in 2020 and I've said that, but it's the absolute truth. We are breaking records every day. The amount of, let me give you guys a little bit of behind the scenes. So as I'm the top of the organization of Diesel Core, I get to see the numbers and the stats for the entire team. Before, probably I went back to March weekly, our team was adding approximately, on average, 20-ish coaches a week, around the 20 range, right? That was a pretty average. These days, we are hitting in the 80s and 90s a week of new coaches joining our team. That is like, I suck at math, but that's almost like, what is that, 4 times the amount? Like, that's insane, guys. And it's held steady. It's not like we just had a fantastic week or month. We have been holding steady. And that means that every single coach on this call has a hand in that. And if you're thinking to yourself, well, I just joined, right? I just joined, or it's my first month in, or maybe I'm just an Emerald. I just brought in 2 coaches, because I know the mindset you're thinking. And I want you to take away that just, because I want you to know that just being here is enough. Your presence, your energy, what you are bringing to the team is what we need. And that's what makes changes, right? It's not this big thing. It's everyone doing a lot of little things every day, showing up. It's in the little things I've learned in my life that makes the big things, right? And so often I feel like we chase all the big things, but I want to celebrate all the little ones, guys, too. We show up every single day for each other. We are pushing play every single day. We are leading by example every single day. We are leaning on each other. We're going to talk about tonight how powerful, we know No Snooze Crew for a while now, over a year now. No Snooze Crew has held strong. And so many of us are so focused and have, I mean, just looking at BJ's results today that she posted, I was like mind blown, because you see it over a period of time. But it's not just that. It's then also now seeing the birth of the No Snooze Crew power hours, the after hour power hours, and seeing how now it's translating into also businesses. And it's like, this is amazing, guys. We are onto something really great here. And I just wanted to, again, celebrate all the little things too. Don't forget about them, because they mean so much, right? All right, let's kick this off. Let me share my screen with you guys. And this is where it's going to get funky with the waiting room. So if you have anybody waiting, just let me know. All right, here we go. Oh, why did it bring it all the way over here? Tell me, Veronica, if you can see that. Just give me a thumbs up if you could see the Team Diesel Core. See that?
Yeah, it was off to the side, but now it's,
I'm fixing it now. Okay, now let me move the team over here. And now I can push play here. There we go. It's like going on slow-mo. I don't know why. Okay. Team Diesel Core, August 2020. Let's kick this off with some celebrating. So Veronica, take it away and let's celebrate our coaches that crossed the finish line in August. Success Club.
All right, guys, bear with me here. I have to drink a little bit of water because this list is freaking amazing, and it's just been so epic and awesome to see like how it's been growing every single month. So let me just take a little sip there, because with leading the pack, our one and only fierce leader, we've got Monica Lopez leading us at 40 points. We got Sarah DePardo at 35, Molly Berryhill at 34, Jacqueline Worley at 31, Michelle Perella at 24, Luisa Arias at 20. Guys, make it rain in the chat. Make it rain for your people, for your coach, for your friends. Like, let's just make it rain. We've got Luisa Arias at 20, Megan Pallone at 19, Veronica Cavalcante at 18, so weird saying my own name, Leonette Delfina at 17, Anna Hernandez at 14, Melissa Reyna at 14, Donna Paniagua at 14, Dixie Andrade at 13, Sylvia Gual at 13, Susan Lepre 12, Michelle Amitivieri at 11, Lisette Suarez at 11, Stacy Hernandez at 10, Debbie Esquenazi at 10, Adianis Martinez at 10, Erin Katz at 10, Gina Guel at 10, and Sylvia Perez at 10. Way to go, guys. These are our SC10 plus qualifiers. Now, so let's go to our SC5. It's like I gotta like zoom in. It's like miniature over here. We got a SC5. We got Barbara Morris at 9. We've got Mariola Haynes at 9. Jennifer Pelaez at 8. Jessica Medina at 8. Monica Fajardo. I love that. Monica Fajardo at 8. For those of you guys that don't know, Gajardo is our maiden name. So Monica Gajardo is my sister, you know? So it's Monica Fajardo. I love it. But anyways, Liz Fraga, 8. I know, I'm total squirrel. All right, let me focus. Lane David, 8. Jessica Everett, 8. Amy Alvarello, 8. Araceli Castillo, 8. Amanda Orr, 8. Let me drop the chat. There we go, because it's blocking my people. We've got Amanda Orr at 6. We got Reve Douglas at 6. Andrea Rodriguez at 6. Grace Alvarez at 6. Johan Lopez, look at him, man, putting some skin in the game at 6. Jennifer Gautier, because we all know what that means. Jennifer Gautier at 6. Vanessa Lopez at 6. Marta Menendez at 6. Taryn Toledo at 6. Roger Hernandez at 6. Man, these men are just killing it. Mary Rodriguez at 6. Vanessa Sampson at 6. Sylvia Gutierrez at 6. Melissa Batista, 6. Sasha Valdez at 6. Samantha Martin, 6. We've got Lorene Smith, 6. Janelli Niviela, 6. Denise Elliott, 6. Rachel Montenegro, 6. Jennifer Saavedra, 6. Brianna McGregor, 6. Stephanie Shrills at 6. Gina Cohen at 6. April Bailey, 6. Tammy Hudson, 6. Mariana Chavira, 6. Rosemary McCarver, 6. Carletti Medina at 6. Miani Esquinanzi, 6. Veronica Porras at 5. And Selena Cifontes at 5. Guys, woo! We are freaking killing it.
Yes, that is so epic. That is so epic. You need another drink of water. So you guys know that my girl Janice, she helps me create a lot of the recognition portions. And she texted me that morning. She's like, oh my gosh, I think it's going to take me 3,000 years to finish this board because your team is killing it. I have no more space. And I was like, good problem to have. We are killing it. And thank you, Janice, for all your hard work. This looks gorgeous. All right, now let's celebrate all of the success starters. So if you're brand new to our team, what a success starter means is that when you come into the business, you have the ability to earn this title of success starter by earning Success Club 3 out of the first 6 months of your business, okay? So when you do this, there's a couple of perks that come with this. You earn the title of success starter, which is epic. You also earn, if you hit 3 out of 6 months, your official free ticket to Coach Summit, which is epic. And then, if that wasn't enough, this recently in 2020, they just incorporated now success starters also getting a spot in the next coach test group for whatever program is in the pipeline, right? The new releases. So right now we had amazing coaches like Liz, Joanne that were in MBF. So they were able to go on the MBF journey way before the rest of us in the network. They crushed it, got results, and they were able to help us, learn more about MBF, prep for MBF, and build their business with that MBF ability, the coach test group. Now we've got 30-day breakaway, and drop it in the chat if you're in the 30-day breakaway coach challenge, because I know that we have coaches, success starters, a whole lineup of success starters that are right now, as we speak, crushing it in the 30-day breakaway test group with Idalis. Now, can we just highlight the fact that the next program in the pipeline is 9-week Control Freak? That's the coach test group that I'm in right now. And there's going to be, because, so you know this, so you guys, if you guys haven't been around in the business for too long, whenever we bring out a program, they don't just slap together a program and put it out. There is a total of 3 test groups that are done before a program ever hits the market, right? So for 9-week Control Freak, I'm actually part of coach test group number 2. Number 3 will be the success starters that will be joining in and doing the 3rd coach test group. So I can tell you, you're going to want to fight for a spot in that one. 9-week Control Freak is an absolute game changer. So if that's your goal, you guys know how I feel about goals. Put it on your refrigerator, put it in wherever you do your workouts, put it in the bathroom, put it by your nightstand, all the places you wake up every single day and where you are at every single day, put it in front of you. Tell yourself, visualize it, put it out in the universe, focus on it, and work towards this goal, because being a success starter is epic. It is epic to have that title. So let's celebrate our success starters. We have an official month 3 success starter, Rosemary. Can we make it rain in the chat for Rosemary? That means Rosemary has earned her ticket to Summit, and she will be in the next coach test group getting her official invite. That's epic. We are so, so proud of you. Now we have some coaches that are month 2. So Denise Elliott, congratulations to you. You are in month 2 of success starters. It means 1 more month under your belt, and baby, you're going to Summit and you're in the next coach test group. So let's get to work. You're almost there. Then we also have in month 2, Marta Menendez. Way to go, baby. You are a powerhouse. You're a firecracker. I absolutely love you. Keep working hard. I know you can achieve this. Let's also celebrate now our month 1. So these are coaches that hit their very first month in Success Club as a coach, right? In their first 6 months of their business. And I'm so excited to see coaches do this, because I know when you get a taste of that first win, you realize you are so possible. So hold on to that feeling right now. This feeling you feel, that butterflies inside, that you accomplish this, because you can do it again. We know you can get out there and help more people. So let's congratulate Adianis Martinez, Araceli Castillo, Luisa Arias, Veronica Porras. So exciting. Way to go, ladies. Janelli Nivella, Stephanie Shrills. Oh, I have a name. Okay, Taryn Toledo, Monica Fajardo. It is funny saying that name, Veronica, because that was almost my maiden name. Reve Douglas and Molly Berryhill. Whoop, whoop. Congratulations, ladies. Oh, wait, sorry. I had two more. Sarah Diambre and Paola Ocon. Congratulations, ladies. You are absolutely killing it. And Diesel Core is proud. And I know all the names just get like screamed out right now can hit month 3. So let's rock and roll. Let's set the intentions. Let's set the goal and let's go. All right. Vero, let's celebrate our emeralds.
Okay, and before we do that, can you check the host? There's like a list of people waiting. My phone is blowing up. All right, guys. So we want to, no, you're good. All right, well, I'm just going to keep talking. So, right, guys, we are going to celebrate our Emerald coaches. And I always say Emerald is a decision. And these ladies have decided to take that bold, epic step to build their business, right? And so I want to congratulate all of our brand new Emerald coaches. I want to congratulate Karen Michelle, Paola Akon, Sasha, Katie, You're good. We've got, I gotta turn my head for this one. Felicia Villarreal. We've got Days Lane. We've got Taryn Jasenia. Congratulations, lady. We've got Jessica Grace Sorolongo. We've got Monica Fajardo. That name is just popping out everywhere. I love it. We've got Debbie Esquenazi Rubio. We got Christy Stratter. We've got Christina Tilley. We've got Lena Franco and Roger. Way to go, Roger. You know, he's killing it. Look at that. Janelli Nieda. We've got Jennifer Saavedra. Stephanie Shrills. Let me move this. It's covering their name. Hold on. Okay, we've got Chris Montero Diaz. And we've got Reve Douglas, Gabby Simmons, Joan Ledesma, and Gina Johnson and Yanisis. Man, this list just keeps going and going and going. Jeez, oh gosh, guys, this is so exciting.
So
remember when we could fit that Monica on one slide?
It was, not anymore. It's crazy. We are reigning emeralds, and if you guys don't, well, obviously you guys know, but for newer coaches that are hopping onto our very first team call, know that we host twice a month what's called Emerald in 24 hours. So it can, because that's literally how fast you can make that first rank advancement in your business that opens up so many doors, like residual income, right? So we always talk about there's so many avenues of ways to earn, but residual income is important. It also opens up the ability to earn leads, which is also a big deal. And it's the start of your team. So if you are on this call right now and you have not advanced yet to Emerald, set the intentions, hop on our Emerald training, Emerald in 24 hours. And let me tell you, so many of the names, just the names and faces that I just saw come about that cross the finish line and advance themselves to Emerald, they were on those calls. I saw you there. I saw the sparkle in your eyes. I saw you set the goal and crush it. So congratulations to all of our new Emeralds, because we are proud. Now we got a couple new diamonds. It's blinging up in Diesel Core. So let's blow it up in the chat for Jen Pelaez. Prego, you did it. Way to go. That is so epic. We are so proud of you. Congratulations from Heart of Heroes, Team Heart of Heroes, Jen Pelaez, who is absolutely crushing it. She's definitely, 2020 has been a total shift for her for the good, and I'm so excited and loving being front row to that. So congratulations, Jen Pelaez. And also Araceli Castillo, that's my girl. Oh, Araceli, I can say so many amazing things about her. She's just one of the greatest human beings I've ever met in my life. She's one of the best neighbors ever. She's like my angel on earth, always saving me. I swear I am that neighbor that goes and asks her for like an egg because I just need one more egg. But Araceli's been absolutely crushing it. She's been a Beachbody lover for years upon years, doing her workouts, and finally to see the connect of the business and having so many people approach her about her journey and her just doing the organic passing along of what she's doing. And we are excited to have her as a new diamond on the core unit. So congratulations, Araceli. Now we also have a new star diamond officially qualified. She blew through that 6-week qualification, her and her partner in crime, Sarah DePardo. So congratulations to our girl, Jackie Worley, also coming from Team Heart of Heroes and Team Love and Fitness. Congratulations to you. That is hard work. We all see you. You and your team are crushing it. So congratulations to you on crushing this qualification and breaking through those 6 weeks. Next up, 2-star baby. You need that. You need to franchise yourself. We need a Jackie Worley 2.0. So that's next.
Working on it.
So Amy Alvarado also slammed through her 1-star diamond qualification. She was like a boss. I love working with Amy because she's the one that I can always count on that Wednesday morning text from her. Good to go, good to go. So like good to go for the week. She's on top of her business. She takes care of all problems. She's ahead of the game. She's constantly thinking ahead. She's constantly, showing up to her business. You'll never see Amy not show up, and it is coming up in her business. You're seeing the shift in 2020 in a really big way. So I know that Amy has had big, loud, and proud on her vision board to attend this year's NLC, and she just qualified herself to attend NLC, which is a big, big deal. So hopefully Corona doesn't stop that from happening, but if it does, I know they're gonna make it up in some kind of way. So congratulations to you, Amy. All right. Ooh, this girl, she did a little thing.
Well, hello,
team. Our team.
No. Holy crap, Monica. Like, you envisioned it this year. You set it out there. You put it up there. I saw you, put it on your vision board. I saw you put it up on your window, on your mirror.
It's everywhere. I got it around the house. I have it everywhere.
And just, it goes to show you what the mind can believe and conceive, the mind can, achieve. And you have just been the example of what it takes to like hustle and put your head down and just do the damn thing, and you're freaking doing it. I know you want to talk a little bit about this and go.
Yeah, so I mean, you guys know something like this is not, it's who was it? I think it was Amy Alvarado said it so perfectly in our chat, because we've got a Superstar Diamond chat where we're just like every single day working like, locked arms on this and making this come to life. And that's just it. She wrote, yes, she's like, we know, Monica, you're always going to tell us that you can't do it without us, but it was you that cast the vision. And I realized that, like, it's so important, guys, wherever you're at in your business, right? Wherever you and your team are at right now, don't be afraid to cast a vision and set the goal for everyone to, like, the North Star for everyone to look at. I will tell you, I wrote that goal down in my gym and I signed it. I'm like into like signing my name, because that means it's official. I write the goal and then I sign off on it. And I did that big on my mirror in my home gym. And I promise you guys, I looked at it and I said, there's no way. I wrote Summit 2020. There's no way we're going to hit this by Summit. I thought to myself, we could probably do this by the year end. But then I said, but I'm going to write it anyway, because I'm going to shoot for the moon. And if I miss, we'll land amongst the stars, right? Like what does it hurt to shoot for bigger, right? To set that bigger vision. And we ran with it. The team ran with it. It was May 13th, 2020 that we got on a call. We shared the vision, and it's been non-stop hustle from every single coach on my personally sponsored team that is involved in the growing of the Superstar Diamond title. And so, yes, I cast the vision, but again, impossible without this amazing team of women that have locked arms, not with just me, but with each other. And we show up for each other every single day. And they're showing up on the power hours. They're showing up, on the No Snooze crew, or showing up in our chats. So if you're looking at this thinking, wow, that's amazing, know that it just takes a matter of leaning into and setting a goal as a team. And that is how it starts. And you crush through one glass ceiling and you get to the next and the next and the next. If you're brand new,
you've said something in that group that has really like resonated and honestly, like it's so true. And you always say, and you've said it a couple of times, and I'm gonna quote it, but you say, a rising tide lifts all boats, right? A rising tide lifts everybody. And you have been exactly that. You have been that rising tide, and you've shown us like what is possible. And it does take you, shatter it. We're all individually our own, right? We all have our own little boats, and we're all kind of like, doing our own little island, like you always say. But you just like envisioning that, and us being with you in that chat along the way, and having the ups, having the downs, seeing the struggles, listening to each other, and just, like you said, linking arms and pushing through has really shown me and shown everybody on the team. As you can see that, Amy hitting 1 star and right there to 2 star, and people on our team, like we're all shattering that limited belief. And so like I said, just thank you for everything. Thank you for what you do, and thank you for what you do for the team. And so we're all super grateful. Let's like blow up the chat for Monica, because this is, guys, Team Diesel freaking core is not 100% yet, but it will be, like without a doubt. We're in qualifying, but in 4 weeks we are going to be besides Becky and Christina, we are going to be the only superstar team in Diesel Nation.
Yeah, so I was going to say that for the new coaches that are just, you know, because I know we have so many new coaches on this call right now. You don't know what this means just yet. Just know that it's the top title that a team can earn in the entire business. It's the very tippity top, right, in a business center. So Diesel Core is going to earn this title and be the second team ever within Diesel Nation to achieve this. I think that's really awesome. Sorry, third. It's the sisters plus then now us. So epic stuff.
I see a thing there.
All right, hold on. I just got a message right now that I got people in the waiting room. Give me 1 second, and then we'll let me see what the next slide is. Oh, wait, I'm gonna say this one more thing.
Yeah, go.
We got to spotlight my girl Michi, and you guys are gonna hear from Michi tonight, which is really exciting. But Michi, I love the text messages that I get from coaches when they have a breakthrough, especially in their business, right? I know it's not all about the money, but we are here building a business. And what I loved hearing from Michi and why I wanted to really spotlight her tonight, guys, I spotlighted her, you know, obviously on my social media, on my Instagram when this happened, which was like, I think 2 weeks ago, and she hit her highest paycheck ever. But it was being able to reflect on the fact that she's a teacher. And there's so much uncertainty that goes around, you know, what's happening now with schools, with COVID, with, you know, there's just so much uncertainty. And to know that my girl Michi's texting me and telling me, I just hit my highest paycheck, which is comparable to, Michi's probably in the chat. I believe, if I don't recall, you said it was comparable to a paycheck that you earn as a teacher. And to me, I was like, that's everything, because it's not about the money, but it's about what it's providing and how it's come in a time in her life when she needs it most and when it means so much. So Michi, we wanted to celebrate you tonight, and I had to plug you in here and celebrate once again that highest paycheck, which every time that happens, guys, it creates a new normal in the business, and you continue working hard to reach level after level. So congratulations to you, Michi, and we're going to hear from her soon. She is on our awesome coach panel tonight. So bear with me. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me get out of this for 1 second to attend to the waiting room. And I promise you guys, I will make sure to fix this for the next call. I don't know where I'm going wrong with that. Okay, got everybody in. Welcome to everybody that's just joining us. Sorry you were stuck in the waiting room. I will fix this for the next call. Okay, so let's continue on with our call. So tonight we do have a coach panel, and I'll be very, very honest and transparent with you. I had some things that, you know, me and Veronica are always talking about, the things that we want to share in our team call and what we, you know, how we can help our team continue to thrive. And I was like, you know what? Enough of us talking. Let's hear from the team. Let's hear from the ones that are crushing it in their business, that are making moves. I mean, there's so many of us, right? But these 5 that are picked here tonight, it's just solely picking off of maybe conversations had, behind the scenes, or depending on their tenure in the business, how long they've been in the business. I wanted to make sure I got a different variety of stories here tonight. But if you're new to our team, I'm really hoping that you're listening with an open mind and open heart, because each one of us, all of us, start from scratch, zero, right? Joining this business, everyone starts in the same exact spot. But it's the ones that understand, number 1, big picture vision. Number 2, it takes hard work, right? And I think number 3 is also the ones that are coachable and see the systems within the team, see the team that we have right now, because we've got an amazing team with all the tools, all the support, all the solutions to building this business. But you got to take that extra step of leaning into it, using them, plugging yourself in, right? And that's that discipline, that's that grit, and that's that, again, bigger picture vision of what you are working hard for and working towards. So these coaches tonight, and we're gonna actually start with Debbie. If you're there, Debbie, unmute yourself. So
Here I am.
there she is. I see you. So Debbie was one of the first coaches that jumped out in my mind. She's actually sponsored by Liz Fraga, who is a diamond coach on our team in Kicking Butt. They're best friends, or if you ask them, they're sisters. They're sisters. They won't have it any other way. But Debbie came in, and with the power hours that Veronica, that was Veronica's total idea. She's like, actually it started with Amy Figueroa, and then Veronica's like, you know what, we need more of this. We got to do them every day. And if we can, we got to do them multiple times a day. And I was like, yes, go, you know, that's your baby, go run it. Because, you know, I had so many things on my plate. But little did we realize how impactful they're going to be. So many of us are getting messages day after day after day about how the power hours are helping. And Debbie's was one. She said, I just wrote this to your sister, but I want to also tell you too, how I'm a brand new coach, first month in the business, Success Club 10, and it's because of the power hours. So Debbie, I wanted you to share a little bit more, because I know probably as a new coach, you were probably scared to hop on one of these power hours. You didn't know what to expect, but can you share with us how it's helped and how plugging in has gotten to you where you're at?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I was really scared to jump in. I will say that because I'm actually pretty shy unless I'm with someone. So having Liz help me. She was my security blanket. And actually next month or next week makes my month. So it hasn't been a full month yet. But so I try to attend once a week if possible. It just, that teamwork makes the dream work mentality. So you're not scared to ask questions. We're, bouncing ideas off of each other. I always make sure and take notes. So if I do all the tasks during the power hour, I can do them throughout the day. And that's really helped me. I go down and I check them all off and I make sure I do them. I make sure, it's me time, no interruptions, because I need to focus on this. I always tell my husband, I'm like, if we want the boat, I got to do this. So I'm like, you know where everything is. But yeah, I really benefited a lot from it. I actually text Vero usually after, I'm like, oh my God, every time I get off a power hour with you, I close someone. I'm like, I don't know. It's it always works. And I will say that the two things I have taken away, and I have them in front of me right now, is one, I keep my diamond plan because that's what I'm aiming for at the end of this month, hopefully, in front of me. So I have. And then one thing that really stuck with me that Vero actually said was, when they say no to you, they're really saying no to themselves. So don't get offended. And as a new coach, that's really hard because you're like, I really am just trying to help this person that's reached out to me, so it's really helped because I'm like, okay, and there's just a lot of stuff you get from it. You get a lot of tips and it's been wonderful.
That is so amazing to hear that, what you've taken from the power hours, those two things, which I think are vital. You guys know I talk to you all the time. All of us, we talk about it. A no now is not a no forever. And to remove the emotion per se, because it's not about you. You got to wait for people to be ready at their moment. And if you have that open mind and open heart at all times, that is where the integrity of the business is, right? You're not stopping. You're just going to be there when someone's ready. So Debbie, you are well on your way. You're kicking butt. It was so awesome to see you and the things that you're doing. So keep going.
Thank you so much. I'm flat.
We know you're going to hit that goal of diamond. Watch, you guys, take note right now because this is going to be the next diamond on your team. So thank you, Debbie. I know you were so nervous to share tonight, but thank you for staying out of your comfort. Yeah. So also I wanted to bring on Sarah. Are you there, Sarah? Is it me and my bad internet? Hold on, I don't hear Sarah. There she is.
Hello.
Hi, Sarah. Okay, sorry. My internet or not, is it skipping for anybody or is it just me? It's just me. All right. Well, Sarah, do you guys recognize this lady? She's only been the top Success Club earner for 2 months in a row. Is it 2 months or 3 months? I don't know. I'm like, she's killing it. Every time I look, it's like Sarah. I am like running after Sarah in our hustle group. So we have that chat open for all success. By the way, if you get points on the board in Success Club, you are privy to getting into our monthly hustle group, right? So if you are not added in there and you have points on the board, reach out to your sponsor and they can get you added in. But that's where we're also like grinding away unapologetically, running towards our goal of Success Club. And Sarah's always in there like, bam, 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 bam. So Sarah, talk to us. You're doing amazing. How long have you been a coach now?
I actually became a discount coach in September. So I'm one of those coaches that started where I just wanted the discount. And Jackie had to talk me into it. She had to talk me into getting for months and months and months. And I could tell I was driving her crazy with it. And she was like, dude, just do it. And I finally did. And, when the pandemic happened, I'm a music teacher and I actually had time to take in everything with coaching and like just kind of like, I'm gonna just check things out and see what this is about. And I started going to power hours and things like that. And so April really is when I officially kind of started selling, if you will.
Yeah, we always talk about that. Same thing for me. It happened for me the same way. My sign up date and the day I started my business is two different.
Yeah.
And that's okay. That's okay. Where some people come in like Debbie, and they hit the ground running, and then others are that way where I had to grow into it, right? Because I am that type of person. I have to feel it, understand it, then I can get out there and do it, right? And so I love that you pointed that out, because that's another important thing. I think one of the main things I hear is, especially coaches have a couple of coaches on their team already who are mostly, if not all, discount coaches, and they're upset with themselves. Like, what am I doing wrong that I'm not developing my coaches? What am I doing wrong that my coaches are not wanting to work the business? And I have to stop them and say, well, some people may be like how I was. It took me 7 months before I did any kind of business building whatsoever. And I always thought about that. And, I reflect on that. Christina was super patient with me. And she allowed me, she gave me the space to learn, to find my results and find my passion in this. And so kudos to you, Jackie, never stopping, which sounds like a very familiar story with Michelle Perella and Jackie. So the apple does not fall far from the tree.
Yes.
But I love that. So thank you for sharing that. Now, as a coach who has now come in, once you put your head in the game and you knew what you wanted and you found your groove, coaches that are on this call right now who are in that predicament, that they want to get their business up and going, they see it, they feel it, they're ready. What would be your top 3 tips to those coaches?
First of all, you got to be yourself and do from you. So I am a teacher, so I have gone into it from day one looking at it like a teacher. So number one, I want to lead by example. I want to show and model it, and I want to walk the walk, and I want to talk the talk. I got to be able to tell them what that shake tastes like to me. I want to tell them what a couple of recipes off the top of my head. I got to be prepared. I got to be ready to give them the information. And I have to be humble about it too, because if I don't have the answer, I can't just make stuff up. I have to tell them, hey, I don't know, but hold on 1 second. I'm going to ask Jackie and get that answer. And then I definitely, quite a few times you've talked about how, it's like talking to your best friend when you're trying to make those connections. And I can't agree with that more. And for me, it's not only like I'm imagining essentially that they're Jackie, but also that I'm trying to teach my best friend something. Because when you're trying to tell somebody all this information, you're just blasting them with information about products and things, and they're like, there's no feeling behind it. So not only are you talking to your best friend, but you're teaching your best friend about this. You got to sell it to your best friend. So I tried to go into it like that. I'm like teaching my best friend about a fuller, more robust life that she can have if she just takes my hand. And also, and I know Reve and Molly will get this too. Who claps for you? Not only do I want them to make the purchase, but I want to clap for them every single day. I want to show up for them. I want to tell them all the ways, and I want to show them, walk the walk, all the ways that I am going to be there for them along this journey. I am going to hold their hand. They got a question about, something that they think is small. Just ask. It's okay. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there and just ask the questions. There's no dumb question, and showing them that my heart is in it. It's not about my wallet. Yes, that's a nice part, but I want to see them be successful. That is the end all be all. I am going to clap for you. So mic drop. Mic drop. Everyone's like, breath of fresh air. Oh my gosh, that's it. See that.
And we're going to clap for you, Sarah.
Yeah, we're going to clap for you, Sarah. Love that.
You are such a badass. I love you.
She absolutely is. And I think that, guys, this is so key right here, what we're hearing from Sarah. Because if you dissect it, I'm sure Sarah, by leaning into your business and working your business from that place of heart and wanting to help and wanting to find more best friends and wanting to show your friends, like tell your friends, take my hand, I'm going to show you a better way that I found, makes it more fulfilling for you too. It's not just going out there and how can I freaking get a Success Club point? No,
Yep.
it's I want to do all these things that Sarah just shared. And Sarah's hitting numbers that are, 10, 15, 20 people that she's helping a month. You see that, how it's filling her cup and she's helping others? When you can figure out, and it's not easy, guys. I'll tell you that it's something that we all have to kind of work our way through. We have to gut check ourselves a lot. We have to heart check ourselves a lot. Like, what are we doing here? What are we working towards? Sometimes just pointing your business, that I say all the time, it's unapologetically about the business, goals, right? Yes, I set goals for myself in the business and I work to achieve them. But I also go check myself in moments and say, like, remember what you're doing this for. Remember why you're doing this. Remember who it's for. And so all these things. And so I think what you've done, Tara, here, if you dissect everything you just said, is that you've realized the integrity of your business is your why, what you want to do with your business, how you want to help people, and how you understand that if you continuously lead with that, no matter what comes back your way, you're not stopping. I sense that from you. Like, I'm not going to stop because I know I have something that can change someone's life. And that's everything. That's everything. Oh, guys, isn't this amazing? I'm like sweating here. This is so cool. I love this. I love hearing from you guys. So thank you so much for sharing, Sarah.
Thank you.
You have me chasing after you this month again. Okay. I love healthy competition. All right. Now I also want to bring onto the call Michi. So we heard from Debbie and we heard from Sarah, who are two newer coaches in the business, right? But Michi, are you there?
Yes, I am.
There she is. Hi, Michi. So
Hi.
Michi is a teacher. So you guys heard, she's the one that we just talked about a second ago that earned her highest paycheck just 2 weeks ago. And to give you a little bit of background on Michi came into the business. She's a personally sponsored coach of mine. She came into the business, again, knowing exactly what she wanted. She was like a Debbie. She hit the ground running, right? She hit Success Starter fast, all these things, all the accolades, all the goals. And then it kind of came to a little bit of I wouldn't say standstill, but it started getting hard. Like it so often does and will, and it's supposed to, right? Because nothing good is on the up and up always. There's always going to be challenges put in front of you. So we talk about this all the time, Michi, grow into what it takes for the next level and so on and so forth. But what I think also happened, as her mentor, I was able to stand back and look at what Michi was doing. I would tell her over and over, it's not about you doing anything per se right or wrong. It's that you are now transitioning from a warm market to now a cold market. Now, finding people that you don't know, perhaps people that you're connecting on social media, perhaps just different things. And I remember being in the Keys with her and telling her, you want to build your team, you got to start talking to those business builders, right? Very heavy loaded on the fitness, but you got to start getting uncomfortable talking about the team. And so I don't know, and we're going to hear from Michi, I don't know with all the things that I saw where the turning point was, but there's been a big turning point. Michi team in the last month. I think, how many coaches have joined your team in the last month?
So I've hit the highest Success Club already this month. SE16, I regained Diamond, and I hit my highest weekly paycheck all in 1 month. But it really that momentum started about a month ago. And I'm glad that, Mo, you mentioned that transition period from going from a warm market to a cold market. I found myself very stuck in that transition. I remember telling myself, I'm trying to figure it out. But in reality, I was really just getting in my own way and not doing enough to figure out what is it that I can do to level up. And I knew that those power hours were something that I had to lean on, because to be honest, as a teacher, I worked in pockets of time, and I've been a coach for a little over a year now, and I had never sat down to do a full hour on the business. So it was about a month ago, I would say the beginning of last month, that I got real with myself. And I said, you know what, this month I'm going to focus on honing into those power hours. Because I don't know if you guys ever heard of the term jack of all trades, but great at none. I told myself, if there's one thing that I want to get great at, is power hours, because that is the income producer. And it's going to help me understand how to recruit in my cold market, right? So I committed to getting into the power hour at least daily if I could, especially now that I had a lot of time in my hand because I'm on vacation. And I'll never forget when I got into my first power hour, I was like, whoa. Something in me was like, whoa, there is so much that I can learn from this. The masterminding that comes behind that hour, the sharing of ideas, the picking of each other's brains. I'm always learning something new in every power hour. It holds me accountable to sit down and do it. And it's taught me what the flow looked like, how to have a system for me to understand it better and really become master at it. Because I know, guys, that the magic to the business is in the power hour. And so why not really understand it? And why not lean in to become a master at it? So I want to say it was those power hours that made that huge turnaround. That's at the top of the list, because I started, my number of followers have grown. I'm tapping into, I brought in coaches that I never knew before, and I'm rocking and rolling with it. I mean, like I told you last, I've hit the highest SC ever, got the highest weekly paycheck. So I know now that's a non-negotiable. I also highly, highly encourage you guys to host one. When I started getting into these power hours, the leader in me knew that I wanted to host one, but I was scared. Like, oh my gosh, it's something I've never done. But I knew that that's what I needed to do to step up my game. And I remember having a conversation with Monica about it. And she's like, oh, Vero, sign her up. And I said, okay, I'm doing it. And that created me to create some PowerPoint slides, to get organized with it. And as a teacher, I know that the best way to learn something is to teach it. So I did my first power hour, and now I'm going to have my second one this Friday. And I highly encourage everyone, you guys are all amazing leaders in you, to host one, because it's going to help you grow professionally and personally. So I credit Power Hour big time, and also putting more call of actions for the business opportunity and getting more comfortable with talking about that. I've gotten a lot more confident in sharing. So I make sure to share a lot. So that's really what it is. Yeah, my 2 cents.
Yes. So I think one of the biggest things that I was awesome to hear you say is that you realize that you were standing in your own way. I think happens a lot, and that happens to all of us, because what happens is that the things, it's one of my the quotes that I heard at Summit last year that says, like, what got you here is not going to get you there. And it's uncomfortable. It is uncomfortable to be here, what got you here, and then have to learn new things and become, like Meech said again, a beginner again for the next level. But you had conquered one level, but what got you there was not going to take you to the next. And you had that moment of like self gut check. It's time to be a student again, figure new things out, tweak things. Another thing I want to share here that I love that you said is that you honed in on one thing that you wanted to master. And I think that a lot of times coaches that had one thing working, and then all of a sudden it started to like maybe fizzle out, or they realized they were capping their potential. They want to scratch everything they were doing. They're trying to run toward, like, figure out a new potion or a new magic, trick to get to the next level, when it's really not about scratching everything you're doing because you're quote unquote failing. It's just tweaking the things you're already doing, or finding the thing that you could do better. And I think that's what you did, Michi. And that takes a lot of self-reflection that is important. And that's part of the growth process. So kudos to you. I'm so proud of all of us. I know Veronica's like beaming right now because she's like one of your biggest fans. So keep working hard because you're inspiring us all with what you're doing. And we are so proud of you. Thank you for sharing tonight. All right, let's hop on over now to Leonette. Are you there, Leonette? Where are you, Sophia? I call her Sophia.
Hey, Diesel Car, I'm here.
There she is. What's up, Leonette? All right, Leonette. So, okay. First of all, firecracker. I chased this woman forever to join her team. Forever and ever and ever. She kept telling me no, 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 no. And then she finally joined our team. And she is the spicy 2-hour diesel core. So, Leonette, let's talk. Because for a long period of time, Leonette was just a discount coach, not just a discount coach, she's a discount coach, loved the community, loved the girls. She has so many friends, like deep relationships in this business. But then there was a turning point when you started to take the business, like you say, for real, Monica, lo voy a hacer for real, you know, she would say. And you just started gunning it. So I thought of you to talk on this call because I know there's a lot of coaches on this call that have been discount coaches for a long period of time. And they're seeing the massive momentum within our team happen. And they're like, I want in. I just don't know where to start. So before we get into the second part of our conversation that we had today, can you talk about that real quick, how you made that transition of finally saying, I want in, and what the first steps you took?
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you guys something that I always like to tell my team. And it's kind of like my analogy. If you know me, you know I take my fitness very serious. Like I am like no excuses type of girl. If I have to get up early, I'll get up early. If I have to do a double, I'll do a double. So one day I woke up and I said, wow, if I am so committed, if I am so headstrong with my fitness because I know that it's important to me, why am I not being this committed to my business? Which I know it's also important to me, and what I can get my family's life. I can change my life, my family's life, everything. Why am I not doing what I need to do, which I know what I have to do? I've seen it happening with Amy, with Michi, with so many people, right? Close to me. So then that was the first thing I did. I got serious, like Michi just said, and I'm like, okay, I'm not lacking anything. There's nothing that they have that I don't have. What I'm lacking is commitment. I'm saying that I want it, but I am not putting the actions, the daily actions to actually getting it done. So that was the first thing I did. I said, no more. I want it, Monica, I want it. But then when things got real, I'm like, oh, wait, but maybe I don't want it that much. So that was my biggest, I guess, game change. I can't really say why, how it happened, but guys, seriously, I woke up one day and I just did it. I was like, I'm doing this. I am doing this. 2020, it's my year. It doesn't matter if it's crazy, it's my year. It's my year to become Diamond, it's my year to grow my team, it's my year to find my tribe. It is my year. It hasn't been easy. If you know me, I've working really hard, but again, daily steps, actions, that's all you need. All you need, I guarantee you.
I love that. So it goes with our year motto this year is that you are enough. So many times we're looking at the next person like, but I'm not a current. No, you are enough. Each of us already have within us what it takes. And Leonette just laid it out boldly and flat. Like that was like the truth. It's just a matter of now using your gifts and running with the business and running with.
And we all have gifts, guys. We all have. I'm telling you, they might be different, but we all have them.
Amen. All right. So here's the funny part with Leonette. So she was one of the forefront coaches on my mind. I said, I want to reach out to Leonette. We all know if you've been in the business for, a year, at the very least, you've seen the transition that Leonette has gone through. And then I messaged her, and you know what she said to me? She says, I'm having for the first time ever, I'm having a little bit of difficulty. I'm running into a little bit of resistance. I'm at Success Club 4 and I'm used to being more points on the board by this time. And are you sure you want me on this call? And I said, abso-freaking-lutely. Because here's the thing, it's not all rainbows and butterflies. we are all, and you're in it right now, Leonette, we're all going to be faced with that moment of resistance. And it's a matter of, here's the second part of the conversation with Leonette. She didn't say, I'm failing, I suck at this, you know what, none of that came out of her mouth. It was, I'm looking at my business now and I'm seeing where I'm going to start focusing on. I know what to do, but I'm just having a little bit of a hard time right now, but I know where I'm going. She had a plan. So Leonette, talk about that, because that's a lot of growth to be able to say, I see that I got to make some tweaks or maybe think outside of the box, but it's not that I'm failing. It's just, I gotta navigate the ship. So talk about that.
Yes, this is very important. I am going to tell you something. And when I started this business, I never read personal development. Never. I went to school, all the way to school. I graduated, got a master's degree, blah, 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 the whole deal. I never used to read personal development. To me, and I love reading, by the way. If you know me, you know I love to read. But to me, personal development, why? I don't need that. I'm okay. I can do this on my own. Unfortunately, that was my first, I guess, lesson learned when I joined Beachbody. Not only that I needed to work on my physical health, but my mental strength. I was not mentally strong enough to tackle that no thank you. I'm calling this month that no thank you month. And to be quite honest, if this would have happened to me, I don't know, 6 months ago, I probably would have been like, it's me. I'm doing something wrong. I'm not speaking correctly. What am I doing? But guys, it is not me. I am speaking from the heart, just like Sarah was saying earlier on the call. I am, leaning and telling these people, this is what you need. They're giving me all the excuses of the book, but I know it's not me. They're just not ready. So what am I going to do? I am going to lean in on these power hours. This month, I've only made it to one. I'm being transparent. I know they work because last month and the month before, I was in almost all the power hours. So this is something that I know I have to do more. Also, my personal development. I do have to admit also, I am not the one to read every day because let's be real, life happens, right? You have kids, your wife, you're professional, you have to cook, you have to clean, right? Am I right? But you know what? 10 minutes, that's all it takes to help this one. We're helping our fitness, but who's helping this one here? And we all know this is the biggest muscle we have, and we have to help it every single day. So that's what I'm doing. I am going to continue doing what I was doing last month and the month before. I am going to hit Success Club 10 this month. There is no if, but, why, or I am going to do it because I know that I can do it, right? So that is the first lesson, to know that you know that you're going to do it and work your, you know what, until the last freaking minute. That's all, guys. That's all it takes. I swear, no magic tricks. That's all it takes. And I tell my team, it's not over until it's over, right? Marta knows this. It's not over until it's over. Do what you have to do and get it. If you really want it, like I know you do, you're going to get it done.
Oh!
Can I add something really quickly that she mentioned that I resonate? The power of affirmation, like when she said, I'm going to hit SC10. I'm going to do it. When Monica said, I'm going to, we're going to be a superstar, and she's doing it. Guys, there's something so powerful behind you speaking it, believing it, because it just creates something in you to take that action. For me, it was, I'm going to start hitting SC10, non-negotiable.
Yep.
I've been doing it. And for me, that was scary to say, last year. So affirmations, everything, declarations are everything. Just have
you say and like Monica says, you lack nothing. All of us here, we're born with a gift. It's your responsibility to find it and make it, exploit it. And that's all you have to do. Find what you're good at, find what you can provide to others, and just do it. And find your people. It is so crucial. My people are not your people. Your people are not my people. Find your people. Because for many, many years, I wasn't really looking for my people. I was looking for whoever wanted to come join me. Now I'm getting to the point that I want my people. That's it.
I can't add a thing. I cannot add a thing. You guys are amazing. Both of you guys are so amazing. Thank you, Ellen, for sharing and for openly speaking. And damn right, I want you on this call, girlfriend. You belong here. By the way, she hit the diamond she set out to do. She's done so many amazing things. She will be at this year's retreat. You've earned it all. We're so proud. All right. Where's my Texas sister? Where you at, Donna?
I'm here. Don't leave, everybody. Don't leave.
Do you have the cows? Did you bring the cows to keep us around? Was it
okay.
goats? The goats?
You want to laugh? I had to run off for a minute because my dogs got out and were chasing the goats and the donkeys. So I'm like, oh my God, literally like left to, yeah.
I cannot fathom that life because we're here in Miami and I don't have any goats. I don't have any chickens.
And I'm like listening to you girls. I miss you girls so much. I'm like,
Oh,
I gotta
we
get to
miss
Miami.
you too, Donna. So for newer coaches on our team, Donna's a veteran. She knows what she's doing. She's a boss. And yearly we get to see each other on like 34 times a year because of summits. When she flies in here to South Florida for our team events and whatnot. And it's been like now with COVID, we haven't seen each other and hugged each other. And it's like, it hurts. It hurts because you become family on this team for sure. But Donna, let's talk because you, again, longtime coach on our team, recently just went full time into the business. And for my coaches now we're talking to another kind of coach on our team that may be thinking about making that transition, like Michelle Perella, who just made it as well, came home to work her business full time as well. It may sound like it's an amazing, oh my gosh, you're coming home. If you could do that part-time, imagine what you could do full-time. But I think there's a big part that people don't see. A lot of it has to do with, I think, time management and the transition and having to really put on a CEO hat and structure out your business even more so as a full-time coach. So talk to us. How has the transition been? What's been working for you? Because I talked to Veronica today. I'm like, so she's like, Donna's like on fire. So talk to us, Donna, about what's working.
Okay, so I have to say it has been an adjustment since being home full time. And, I worked this business in pockets of time while I was working my full-time job, and I got really good at it. Like I knew on my lunch breaks, I had so much time, I could do my lives, I could do my workouts. And then I never, like Michi, I never sat down and actually did a power hour. I just did all the activities throughout the day, and I knew what I had to do. The reason actually, and I never started coaching to come home from my job, by the way. That was something that happened as time went on. So as I started a discount coach, like many of you saw results, that was like, oh my God, I have to share this opportunity. And then as the years went on, my day job became less fulfilling because of certain things that happened with my management. And that's when I saw this as a real opportunity. And it wasn't until Corona, when I was working full-time from home while homeschooling, that I thought, something's got to change. Like, this is not how I want to spend my time or life anymore. So yeah, I made the leap into full-time coach. And so I would have to say, because the kids aren't going back to school, it really hit me hard. And I kind of like felt myself retreating. And Veronica knows, because I've had some breakdowns and I've had to really like figure this out. So insert daily power hours. I've heard from everybody. Okay, so I've always found coaches that were doing things ahead of me or higher than me, and like kind of studied. Like, I don't want to compare. I just want to know what they're doing so I can figure out if I'm doing things along the same way and then like tailor it to my style. Every successful coach that was doing things ahead of me they do power hours. I mean, it's a thing. So I said, I got to plug into these things. And it actually allowed me to dedicate that time. And then because, and I'm not a stay-at-home mom, by the way, it's a full-time coach. I have to remind people all the time, I work from home, but I came home from my job to be a full-time coach, but you can get caught up in the things. Like, so for you stay-at-home moms, flip the script a little. Like, you're a full-time coach, okay? You're home, you have the ability to do all the home life things, but you really can plug into this business, and it only takes an hour. So since plugging into those hours, and you guys know that are on the power hours with me, sometimes I am muted and like screaming at my kids because they're not quite in the transition yet that's my hour, but I do it, I'm there. So whether I'm productive or not, I'm there. And then what it will teach you is the activities that you can do. Why y'all laughing at me? Y'all know me too well. I mean, it's real life. I'm surprised the kid hasn't charged in the room yet. And the other thing, because I've been talking to Veronica a lot about this, and she's like, you've got to find that time for yourself. Now that you're home and the kids never leave, I actually signed them up for Taekwondo just to get that time where I could sit in my car and do my work. So you got to find the time. Whether you wake up early, you can make the 30 minutes. You can do it before they wake up, before you go to bed, and then just doing those activities has produced higher Success Club numbers for me. So I was like a habitual Success Club 5-6er. Like I always hit it no matter what. Some months, you know, like January when everyone wants to get healthy, I would pull like a SC12 or something crazy. But now it's been like SC20, SC14. I'm sitting at SC8 right now. So those power hours, and for the newer coaches that don't really understand the Success Club numbers, that's more people we're helping, more income that we're getting. And it really does set your business up so that on the days that you don't feel like showing up, the business still kind of works itself. You know, we give you a day to feel sorry, whatever you're going through, but then like you got to just keep that consistent habit and do the activities, and bam, you get the results.
And isn't that great how that works out?
It's so easy, right, guys? I make it sound so easy.
I'm so proud of you, Donna, to see how, you know, what you've done and all the big goals that you've crossed off. And now to see you now home, not as a stay-at-home mom, but as a full-time coach, like it's just awesome. I just got to say that. Super
And
awesome.
I'll tell you guys, it's not easy. I make it sound easy because that's my, that's how I look at life.
Approach. Yeah.
Well, and when I was going to leave my job, I was scared AF, like scared. Like that was my constant. That was the paycheck. And then I built Beachbody Income. So we had like double money now. But I knew that it wasn't serving me or my family anymore. And sometimes you just have to just take the leap, do it, and know that you're never going to fail. Because when we don't hit a goal or we miss a mark, what do? We readjust, we figure it out, and keep going. So if you look at life like that, you will always be successful. You will never miss whatever you're going after if you just keep keep looking at it differently.
Yes. Fire. Nothing to add. The only thing I will say is this, and I did relate to this a lot. I've built, and now I'm back to it. I feel like I'm back to my life before when I was working full time in the law firm. I worked my business waking up an hour earlier before my kids and my family. So that was usually my workout time because I was very good at working out in the morning. And then I would work 1 hour after all my family went to bed, back when I was still working in the office. That is how I built my business when I was working part-time, full-time. That is exactly what I did. And I used every moment that I had off, maybe on a lunch break, whatever, I used it intentionally. And so I'm kind of back at that right now with COVID and everything that's happening with Corona. I feel like I'm back at that because everybody's in the house and it's very hard to work that I have to now, I'm forcing myself to wake up earlier and go to bed later than the rest of the family. So let that marinate in. Is it a sacrifice? Absolutely. But it pays off. It pays off. And if you want to work hard now for something like what Donna's, been able to do now with her business, which is just extraordinary for us to watch and see, know that it takes that sacrifice, and that's doable. It's totally doable. So thank you for sharing tonight, Donna. So Beto, are you there? Let's bring on Veronica, because we had this idea, it was kind of floating around of these power hours. It started with Amy Figueroa, who was like, let's make No Snooze Crew after hours. That would be so cool. But then Veronica was like, no, we need to do this every single day. We need to get people on this every single day, as many as possible, because they're working, Mo. And it's been her that's taken charge of it and made it what it is. So Veronica, can you share with the newer coaches who are like, what is this power hour thing? How do I get on? What do I do?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm gonna share how Power Hour is, and I want to also share like what my vision was with Power Hour, and I want to share like what I still envision, right? Because I still like feel like Power Hour has still so much to give, right? So for instance, for new coaches, you guys can go to Diesel Core and you can see that there's a calendar pinned up, right? And that calendar, there it is. It's going to see a bunch of days, and you're going to see a name, and you're going to see a time. So the concept behind this was that I want to get people at all hours of the day, because all of our schedules look different, right? We all have different schedules. So how can we make a platform where all coaches can thrive at different times? And we've even got West Coasters that, that they can also still plug in and thrive. And so I wanted to make sure our Power Hours, we're not the same time every day or the same day of the week at the same time. So that's why I wanted it something that it could cater to anybody. And that way I couldn't hear the excuse of like, oh, well, I can't plug in because that's the time I work, or I can't do that because that's lunchtime, or that's dinner time. There's a day in this month that you can plug into one of these power hours, and you can learn the actions that you need to take on a daily basis. You'll learn those actions that are going to move your business forward, right? These are the key, these are the, you know, the business building actions, right? And so I wanted to simplify it, right? Because I think that sometimes coaches become coaches, and I saw that in a lot of my newer coaches, and I think as a veteran coach that we kind of like figured it, you know, the power hours, and we've kind of mastered it into our days. I kind of felt like newer coaches were like, okay, I'm a coach, now what? Like they didn't know what to do next. And I felt like coaches were stuck in that, okay, but what are you doing? But what are you doing? And I caught myself explaining power hours to individual coaches. And I said, you know what? I want to make a platform where people can just jump in, right? And it'll have a post up telling the coach that jumps in like what we're doing and how long we're going to work on that. So you are to jump into this power hour, and we'll do, you know, anywhere between 2 to 5 minutes of PD, right? We got to get our mindset ready because we're about to battle objections, and we're about to like dive into this, right? And then it'll follow up with, you know, again, the action steps that it'll take to build your business. And so my big vision behind this, right, guys, is that life happens to us, right? We are a ball of emotions, right? We seem, especially us women, we do great when we're motivated and things are good, right? But when things are not good and we don't know how to detach our emotions from our actions, right? So if we're having a crappy day, it's so easy for us to just like lay in bed and dwell on that. And I wanted to create something where whether you feel like it or not, you'll know the actions you need to take to build your business, because you are not going to always feel like it, right? Because I don't always feel like it, and I'm not immune to that. Life happens to me all the time. But whether I feel like it or not, these power hours have been can I say, like, it's been those, like the reminder, the things that I need to do, and it's almost become robotic that I can do them whether I feel like it or not. I can do it on a crappy day, and I can still move my business forward, right? And then obviously when I'm in the mood, I can do 2, 3, 4, 5 power hours a day, and it's great. But the goal is to do this whether you feel like it or not, right? And to do that, you got to almost condition your mind to know what are the actions I need to take, what I need to do on a daily basis, right? So that was what I really wanted. And I kind of feel like these power hours were kind of like for a selfish reason, because I'm like, I need help from people, right? I need my people to show up for me, right? To help me, because I fall into that rabbit hole all the time, right? This year has been like a really hard year, you know, even though like people are like, you're so strong and things are so great. Like, no, like Donna knows too. Like Donna and I think, I don't know how many times a month we cry to each other, you know, and it's okay, you know, and it's okay. We're human, right? We're all in this together and we're human. So I wanted these power hours to serve as that, like of those actions you need to take to build your business. And on top of that, it's created a community that these girls have met each other. They're linking arms. They're working together. I've heard of success partners growing out of these power hours. Somebody had told me, oh my God, I just became a success partner with one of the girls because we kept running into each other in the power hours. And it was just so cool because we're on the same level and we want to push for the same things. So it's created that community, you know, outside of our little team, right? Because our team is growing and it's big. So what do I envision with our No Snooze after hours? Guys, I envision 2, 3, 4 power hours a day, right? And it takes, in order for this to be successful, it takes you guys, right? Our leaders to lead them, right? Don't think that, oh, I need to be like a diamond or a star diamond before I can lead that. No. And that was when Michi was like, I can't lead one. And Monica's like, yes, you can. And we just threw her in there and she figured it out. And what I've noticed that it keeps you as a coach accountable. It serves as a reminder of what you should be doing to build your business. So it's kept the leaders accountable. And it's also helped the newer coaches and all the coaches that we're onboarding. It's kind of like our fitness, right? Have you guys thought about that? The bigger your team is, the more accountable you are to your fitness, because you're like, holy crap, like I've got to lead these people. So shoot, I got to be good on my fitness, right? I can't lead a bunch of people if I'm not doing it. This has been serving the same way. Like if you're leading it, it's gonna really help you, but it's also gonna help everybody, below you and everybody in the team. So what I envision in our No Snooze, for September, October, and all that is 2, 3, 4 power hours a day. As you can see, we had a couple days where we had double, and these power hours I've seen them go from 5 to 6 people. Guys, we're hitting 30s and 40s. Like that right there is telling me like they're working. And I can't tell you how many messages I've gotten from brand new coaches that are like, oh my gosh, like had it been for the power hour and me picking, the leader's brain or other coach's brain or your brain, me picking your brain that little bit, something clicked, and, I'm SC10 and it's my first month coaching. So that guys is what is possible, but it's only possible if you lean in, and it's only possible if you show up, right? You've got to show up. These power hours they're working, and we've seen the proof in that. So it's up to you guys to show up. So look at the calendar, figure out a day. And if you don't know, if there's no day there that is available to you, guess what? Lead one. Tell me you want to lead one and I'll add you. And you can lead one on a day that is convenient for you. All right. So that's what I've got for.
I drop. So I want to thank all the coaches that are still on this call. I know we've run extremely late tonight, but I don't know about you, but I'm so fired up. Gold. My phone is blowing up from you guys saying, this is the best call ever. Oh my God, we got to do this all the time. I agree. Thank you for being here tonight. I hope to see all of you guys in the Power Hour for the rest of the month. Let's crush our goals because we are possible, right? We are enough. We have to fight for it. We are enough, and we have everything in us to make it happen. Thank you so much, Vero. Thank you to all the coaches, Michi, Donna, Leonette, Sarah, Debbie. Thank you for sharing with us tonight. Have a wonderful night, Diesel Corps. Let's crush the second half of August. Bye.